Hey lovelies, welcome back to Make Life Easy with Faith. It's your girl Faith Odhiambo and I'm back again with another video. So this is a Live Alone Diaries, and specifically I want to show you guys what I'll be eating for the day. So I chose to shoot this video on a Saturday when I'm actually at home from morning to evening, so that it makes sense to show you guys what I take for breakfast, for break, for lunch, and for dinner or supper. Enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave your comment on what you think and what kind of other videos you'd love me to share on our channel. So enjoy the video, guys. A very simple breakfast, which is tea and some cake. So right now I'll make my tea. I'm making milk tea, but I'd want this to boil first. So for my tea leaves, I've used a mixture of tea masala and tangawizi tea. Gets me all the time. So let's make breakfast. Very simple, very easy. Tea and some cakes. So that has been boiling nicely. I'll go ahead and add in my milk and then allow it to cook as well. So here are the cakes that I'll be having, and I'll also be having an orange with the tea, and that will be enough for my breakfast because I'll have fruits mid-morning. I'll show you the fruits that I'll be having. Let me wash the orange off camera and cut it. There goes the oranges peeled. So these are Pixie oranges. They are in season, so they are quite affordable. And then with the cake, let's now put the tea in the cup and have our breakfast. So the tea has been boiling and it actually came up, and then I reduced the gas so that it cooks on very low heat and so that the milk is well cooked. Yeah, so for me to know that my milk is well done, I normally check the top cream, the way it's forming. It means that it's cooking nicely. So it's been cooking for some few minutes. I'll just increase the gas or the fire so that it's done faster. There, it's coming up. I'll just keep doing this as it boils so that my tea is well cooked. Yeah, so you should not remove your tea once imekuja juu ati that's it. You'll be taking chai jaiva. So for me, I let it boil and boil and boil and boil until it is well cooked. So I'll add my sugar to the cup. I don't put it while the tea is cooking sometimes, because maybe the second cup I'd want to take tea without sugar, and the mess because I don't have a sugar dish. I'll definitely get that. I have a couple of storage containers to get, and you'll see that video. It's coming up. I'll be getting those very soon. There goes my tea. Let's have breakfast, guys. So let me have my breakfast. Perfect. Cake. Once I'm done having my breakfast, I'm definitely calling my salonist because my hair is a real mess. Let me finish having this, then we'll see you as we have our mid meal, the fruits, as I said. For midday snack, I'll have pudding. So my pudding will include one banana, this slice of pineapple, at least a slice of mango, and then I'll grate half of this beetroot, and I'll also cut my watermelon. So let me wash my fruits and then I cut them and I show you my mid morning snack, something like that. Yeah, there goes my fruits. I've cut them, washed and cut them, and then I've grated the beetroot. That is I'm really trying to have beetroot in my diet because of blood. And then for the mangoes, I have not peeled them, I just washed them and cut them into small pieces. I used to have really nice pudding plates or bowls. They were black in color, they were really beautiful. Lost them during my moving and have not healed, and I don't know if I'll heal from those plates. I got them from Kamkunji. I'll go look and see if I can get exactly like those ones, but I got them in 2022, so I'm not sure if I'll still get them, if they're still in the market. So yeah, let me plate this and have it. As I said, this is my midday snack, so see you while we prepare lunch. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot to show you the fruits while plated. As I said, I'm doing pineapple, banana, mango, beetroot, and watermelon. Yeah, and I said I am doing beetroots, bloody beetroots, for addition of bloods. If you know, you know. It's lunchtime, and for lunch I'll be having some skillet potatoes. And yeah, I want to start by peeling the potatoes, and then I boil them a bit before I can deep fry them. Let's do this together. So I've washed and peeled the potatoes, and now I'll cut them into what shape is this? I'll cut them like this. Yeah, I want something that looks like this for my skillet potatoes, so I'll cut all of them like that. Yeah, this is what they need to look like. So for that I've cut small ones, but I don't need them to be that small because I want to first boil them. So if they are that small, I think this is a perfect size here, so that when I boil and then deep fry them, they don't break. Yeah, that's perfect. Here they are, perfectly cut. Yeah, you can see. So as I said, I'm going for this big shape because I'll boil them first, but it's just pre-boiling, not boiling completely. I have my water here that I'll use to boil, so I'll just add in salt to the water and that's it. Then I'll go ahead and put the potatoes in the water, so just boiling for a few minutes, not until they are well cooked. Halfway cooked will be enough because we still want to deep fry them. So if I make a mistake of boiling them completely, they'll break while I'll be deep frying them. There, my potatoes have been boiling and that's enough. I'll now drain the water and heat up the oil so that I can deep fry them. There, I'm adding oil to my sufuria that I'll use to deep fry them. I would have used a pan, but I don't have one yet, so this will work. And as the oil is boiling, I'll just run the potatoes through cold water so that they stop cooking. This is just to avoid breakage. You see, it's still removing, like bado inatoa nini moto, so that's why. Okay, so I've put them in a kitchen towel so that the towel soaks the water. I'll show you what I meant by, you see this, I had cut it like very light or very small, and that's why it's already breaking after the boiling. But as for the other, even if I try to press, they are still okay, though I seemed to have boiled them for a bit longer than I should. See, the oil is ready, so they'll be cooked in very short time because they're already boiled, so they don't use so much oil and I don't get to sit around waiting for long. There our potatoes are, they are doing well. I want them to be a bit crunchy, so I'll let them cook to that. The potatoes now look nice. I want to remove them. And then I have my onions ready that I'll just cook the onions a bit. For the potatoes, I'll remove them and put them here. I wanted to check them through this, and yeah, they are nice. So let's remove the potatoes. On the same sufuria, I've just drained the too much oil and left a bit just to caramelize the onions. Yeah, just for that. I've added just a pinch of salt. Meanwhile, I was draining my potatoes on a kitchen towel so that the towel soaks the excess oil. You see, it soaks the excess oil. So the onions are done. What you can do is you can bring back the potatoes and then stir and you're done, or you can just remove the onions and add them to the potatoes, which is what I'll be doing. So I'll just add them and then do a mixture. So I'll just mix this together, simply because I didn't want to put the tomatoes back in the sufuria. I'm already tired, but I'll definitely do a complete recipe of this, so stick around this channel to see it. Here's my lunch: some skillet potatoes, leftover chicken that I had, and then a tomato sauce that I'll just put on the side. Yeah, so that's lunch. I guess see you guys at supper. So guys, this is my lunch. I have some skillet potatoes, some leftover chicken, and tomato sauce just to eat the potatoes with. I'll have this with some cold pineapple juice and some water, and that's my lunch. Let me know what you think about it on the comment section, and I guess I'll see you guys at supper. So for dinner, I'm making peas with minced meat. I'll have this with chapati. So my peas is boiling. Over here, I've prepared onion, tomatoes, and dania. I'll also be using garlic and ginger to prepare. And yeah, let's make this dinner together. I've already boiled my peas. I'll run this in cold water so that the green color remains green. There goes my minced meat. So I've added a bit of water so that it cooks before I start frying it. Just a little bit of water, like a drop. Let's wait for the water to finish and then cook our supper. The water is almost done, so I'll add in my salt. I love adding salt at the beginning of all my cookings so that everything is well salted. That's me. Let me know at what point do you prefer to add your salt. So as you can see, the water is almost done. At this point, I'll add my cooking oil. Once my meat has soaked in the oil a bit, I'll add my onions and then stir. Then I'll go in with the ginger and garlic and also stir it. And when that is well cooked, I'll add in the tomatoes and the dania at the same time. The dania is and the tomatoes are well cooked right now, all broken down. So good time to bring back the peas. I'll go ahead and add a bit of water for soup. Remember, I'm eating this with chapati, so it's important to have soup. So I'll just allow the soup to cook and remain just a little bit of it. As you can see, the peas are still green because I ran them through water, though I did it off camera. Guys, the soup has boiled down. This is now enough. Yeah, let's plate this and have it with some chapati. Let's go ahead and plate my supper or dinner. So let me know, what would you eat your minced meats and peas or minji with? I'm having mine with 2 chapatis, and then the remainder I'll have it tomorrow at lunchtime with rice. So let me know.